Appreciate you. Yes, Cowboy Nation. All right, so the topics, what we're going to talk about today. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the mighty Ezekiel Elliott. How you guys feel about Zeke, man? How you guys feel whether or not, he learned his lesson? It's like going to the principal office and you know for sure you did something wrong. You guys been there before, right? We don't have all choir boys in here, right? You guys been here before. You go into the principal office and you come back and everybody, all the students in the class is just looking. They sitting there looking at everything like, hey, what's going on? What happened? What did he say? And then the teacher sitting back like this. You been a knucklehead. And your boys in the back room, they're sitting there saying to themselves, what did the principal say? Are you suspended? Are you expelled? What's going to happen? Did he give you a note to give to your mommy? Did he give you a note to give to your daddy? So, Shotty, man, what's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Little Rock, Arkansas, man. You guys know, I always love to know where you guys are from. Put that down in the chat box as well. This is Cowboys Experience. I know for sure a lot of you guys have seen the likes of Producer G, Big Game James, Dallas Prospect, DDP, Vance Lombardi, Mark Holmes. What we doing is we building a big, massive social media community. And West Coast Cowboys, don't forget about him. We building this great Dallas Cowboys scouting, if you guys don't know. We building this great mega community of social media influencers out there that spit the knowledge and knowing of football to the masses. And what we're doing with this is that, and now is we're going to ingratiate ourselves with some of the former football players, like the mighty Drew Pearsons of the world, right? So we're moving along, right? And we're trying to grow this platform all together, and I really appreciate you all, really do, man. Oh man, Travis Banks, man, thank you so much for the donation to help grow the nation, man. Really, really, really appreciate you, man. All of that is going to go back to the nation, to the Cowboys Experience. Really appreciate you, so we have better mic, better equipment, better sound quality. Maybe when we get out there live at the Oxnard facilities and things like that, that we don't have to hold a selfie stick. We don't have to hold a camera. We can have somebody else to walk around with the camera and things like that. So that's what I'm talking about. Really appreciate it.
Big break, Zeke, don't screw it up. Flex biceps.
Yes. See, now we have the talking AI and here in these things. Really appreciate you, man. All right, so Ezekiel Elliott, did he dodge a bullet? Not just Ezekiel Elliott, did the Dallas Cowboys. Remember my previous topics, we were talking about the fact that, let me just go to the situation, because we were talking about earlier, can Ezekiel Elliott win? Well, we getting some more donations to help grow the nation, man. Really appreciate it, man. All right, so we was talking about, and this is from Antoine, man. Really do, man. Really appreciate you, man. He says, Antoine says here, glad glad he's good, man. The world is so sensitive. Oh yeah, you're right. The world is a sensitive world, right? It's very sensitive. Hello, Miss Jackie. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Jackie. Thank you for being a part of the nation. Mr. Truckee, appreciate you. 500. All right, so Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott. It's no suspension at all. It's free 99. It's the Giants are like the only organization in the world that's mad right now. The Giants are so upset at the fact that Ezekiel Elliott is going to play week 1. So I cannot wait for it. I want to get you guys ready for this thing, and I really want to see you guys live in the flesh, and everything out there for week 1 when we play against those Giants. Because at the end of the day, they may have blue. They don't have any silver. And they may have few rings, right? They have 4 of them, I believe. But they don't have 5. They have a running back named Saquon Barkley. And we have a guy that wears number 2 and a 1. And everybody been talking. And this is what I like about Ezekiel Elliott. If you really think about it, Cowboy Nation, he don't talk a lot of noise. He don't. Ezekiel don't talk a lot of noise. Ezekiel Elliott sits back. He said, okay, Pro Football Focus got me ranked this way. Okay. Remember, guys, remember his rookie year? Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman was talking all that noise. They're talking all that cash money for the preseason game. You guys remember that? It was preseason game, and they were talking cash money. And the path of the righteous man is be set on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil man. Didn't say one word, but he just dropped that big old head on Cam Chancellor. He just gave him boom. You guys remember that, right? He dropped that head on him, man. I said, that boy right there, something special about Ezekiel. Something special. And then from there on out, the first two games, you guys remember, I think we played the exact same order. We played the Giants. We lost to them. But Ezekiel Elliott had only, I believe, 51 yards or 52 yards and a fumble or something like that. And people were like, see, he's going to be a bust. And then the second week, we played against those Washington teams. You know what we call them, right? Since we live like 95, I can't say it over the airways. You know you guys know what we call the Washington team, right? And he didn't have a spectacular game. And I said, okay, guys, don't worry about it. Don't jump off the boat. A lot of Cowboys fans were like, look, man, put in Alfred Morris. A lot of people was yelling out, put in Alfred Morris. Ezekiel Elliott is trash. We wasted on pick. We could have got Jalen Ramsey. You guys remember that? Somebody re-jogged my memory. The people that didn't believe in Ezekiel Elliott from day one. You guys, what's up, Marvin? He says, what's up on the Facebook, man? Really appreciate you. And Saunders, appreciate you. Yes, Michael, no suspension on the Facebook. Appreciate you, man, on the book. Yes, you guys remember that? Mike V.A. Beach, yes, you got the right name for the Redskins down there. Yes. You guys remember everybody doubted Ezekiel. But then week 3 came around, and it's been Ezekiel all the way since then. We went on a run, right? Especially what game was it? He really broke their backs in half. I'm talking about the Cincinnati Bengals, didn't he? Boy, people became a believer then. People became a believer of Ezekiel Elliott. So what I'm saying is that his rookie year was fantastic. He didn't get the Rookie of the Year. That's okay. But everybody know for sure that the quarterback gets all the highlights and all of the jazz and all of the love. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I had a conversation earlier on my other page about, hey, the quarterback gets most of the spotlights. For people, think about this. Those who from Baltimore, those who love the Ravens back in the days or what have you, the 2000 Ravens, people will remember Trent Difford. People will remember Ray Lewis, but they forget all about Jamal Lewis. They forget about the Priest Holmes of the world, right? They forget about the running back, the guy that gets those 3 to 4 or 5 yards in the dirt, in the grind. People forget about that. But I've come here to remind you guys about Ezekiel Elliott. Milky Films, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Remember that Denver game where he gave up and got 8 yards? Yes. He made it happen, right? Don't forget about that Pittsburgh Steelers game. Oh, man, that was a game of the ages right there, man. When you start talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, woo-wee. Man, that game, boy, yeah. He took a dump off pass that was meant to be like 3 to 4 yards, what we normally see DeMarco Murray do, and flipped that thing around and ran it all the way. Do anybody have the exact numbers on that? Was it 90 or something like that? 85? Okay, Shotty says an 85 big yarder. Yes. Give me cash. That's his name. Boy, that's a cold YouTube name. Give me cash. Yes. I'm going to try to keep you guys crunk. Hey, and make sure that you guys, before you get ready to season your meat and everything and buy all your stuff for tomorrow, you just be safe out there. And throw in that Pittsburgh Steelers tape too. Dallas Cowboys versus Big Ben Roethlisberger. Ezekiel Elliott versus Le'Veon Bell. And remember, everybody was talking cash money. Le'Veon Bell can catch out of the backfield. Le'Veon Bell can do this. Le'Veon Bell can do that. And Ezekiel Elliott, that's all he was doing. It's just eating. Matter of fact, this year he's going to have 2 spoons, right, baby? So Ezekiel Elliott dodged the bullet, man. I want to know you guys. I want to know this from you guys. Did Ezekiel Elliott learn his lesson? Did he learn his lesson? I want to know if you guys feel that he learned his lessons, right? and I know a lot of people go back and forth with me on this, right? Remember that pick 6 from Jalen Smith, number 54? Yeah, we're going down memory lane. Yes, we are going down memory lane. All right, so Ezekiel, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Let me go back to this thing right here. The NFL says no suspension coming, and for Zeke, one day after meeting between the Roger Goodell and Ezekiel Elliott, the NFL announced that the All-Pro running back did not violate its personal conduct policy. Now, this is where I would say that Ezekiel Elliott was skating on thin ice, because normally, if the security guard had any weight or ambitions about himself, if the security guard felt a little, what word I'm gonna use? The safe word I'm gonna use. Testosterone in him. If the security guard had a little hair on his chest, if the security guard had a little testosterone in his system, if the security guard did a few push-ups and he thinking that, hey, I can probably get him on one of these jab steps, one of these little punches, then we've been in trouble, Cowboy Nation. And that's the issue right there. Because if the security guard had a little drink himself, then maybe when he called Ezekiel Elliott, whatever he called him, I'm not going to say it over the airwaves, maybe, just maybe, the NFL would have viewed this a little bit different, because Ezekiel Elliott was the aggressor. Ezekiel Elliott approached and entered hit space. But what happened, and thank and praise be to God, that security guard realized that, man, I'm making a big mistake right now. Yeah, Milky Film says the security guard was a Zeke fan. He still should be an Ezekiel Elliott fan after that situation, right? He still should be. All right, so let me jump over to the next topic, man. Offseason. Offseason, what we want is everybody to remain safe. We want everybody to be at home for tomorrow, right? We don't want to hear nobody out there clubbing, and we don't want to hear nobody out there on the weed and nobody out there drinking and driving. We don't want none of that stuff to hit the airwaves. Now, although I believe that the NFL, since they already start talking about the fact that they are removing some of the things as it relates to harsh penalties of smoking certain stuff, cannabis or whatever you might want to call it, hopefully, due to the new collective bargain agreement, they already in talk tracks of trying to get that started early, opposed to waiting for the day of, expirations or what have you. So hopefully this off season, we can hear much more good news about Randy Gregory. Let that sizzle down into your spirit, right? Hopefully, and I mean just that, Randy Gregory can be back on his team. Hopefully, just like Jerry Jones said, that he feels that Randy Gregory will be able to start this year. Hopefully, we can get some type of news whereas Randy Gregory is only suspended for 2 to 3 games, and maybe right before the Green Bay game, for crying out loud, we get Randy Gregory back, or right at the Saints game, we get Randy Gregory back. How do you guys feel about that, right? How do you guys feel about Randy Gregory being able to come back on this team if all of the news and the stuff that goes on with the collective bargain agreement, and already them doing the negotiations, and they saying, you know what, we a fool for suspending players over cannabis. We a fool for loading people up with and I know David Irving got this plant over pills things going on, or whatever it may be. Hopefully the NFL can say, you know what, after our investigations of everything, let us just go back and just stop suspending players over that. And this offseason, we can just focus on football. let's try to compete a little bit better with the NBAs of the world, right? Let's wrap that around our mental, right? Quest for 6. This is Cowboys family. Really appreciate the Cowboys family. Salute to you all. Guys, don't forget to follow my Cowboys family. I mean, we all don't look alike, but dog it, we bleed silver and blue. Shout out to them, man. Can we talk about 88, please? This is Milky Films Gaming. Hey, 88 who? Mike Irvin, yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Defense. I'm going to try to wrap this thing up. I know I've been live for 18 minutes, so I'm going to try to go ahead. I know you guys got a lot of things to do and prepare yourselves for tomorrow and things of that nature. All right, so defense. I said earlier that this defense will be better than it was last year. We looked at this defense collectively, and we saw with our natural eyes that this particular defense, as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys, we're looking at a lot of things as it relates to this right here. This particular defense, second year with Chris Richard. Second year. I can say this without a shadow of a doubt, that defense win championships, right? And defense win games in the trenches. Now that we have depth, now that we have the ability to give certain players spells, right? So what I'm saying is everybody is going to be playing at a faster rate, meaning that if we have a shorter field out there, then we can also look into this thing and say to ourselves that this particular Cowboys defense can only allow, let me let you guys hear this. 8 points, 12 points a game, 13 points a game. If we can get around that average there, I know it's kind of like wishful thinking. I know it's kind of like sounding like the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens or the 2001 Buccaneers, whatever year they won the Super Bowl, or what was it, 03 Buccaneers, something like that. But I'm thinking with Rob Marinelli and this particular team, we got the explosive weapons on the outside. We got the dynamic running back named Ezekiel, the main man Elliott. We got all those things into play. And Cowboy Nation, when we start to think about this defense collectively, man, I think that we can hold the opposition below 13 or right at 13 points a game. Antoine Jones says 10 points a game, Max. Boy, that would be crazy. All right, so a couple more minutes. The sleeper. I have here two guys that's going to be a sleeper for this team. Cedric Wilson. You guys understand that he's a nuanced route runner. Check out his film. Go just type in Cedric Wilson in YouTube and you'll see his film. My thing is he's a sleeper, as well as Michael Jackson. Those two are my sleepers. Put down in the chat box, who do you guys believe is going to be your sleeper? Me saying that Cedric Wilson makes this team. He's going to be the guy that we can see down the line is going to be one of those slot receivers in his NFL league that's tall, rangy, that can get separation and also catch the ball pretty well with those gloves, what I call mittens, that he can control that short area of space, and he's going to be one of those guys. And then on the defensive side of the ball, my other sleeper will be Michael Jackson, because we can't wait. We just can't wait for him to catch that INT and we see some hee-hee. Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you for this test stream. This is me testing out the stream. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all again. Don't forget to hit that share button. Hit me up. DM me if you're on my Instagram. Let me know how you guys feel about this team, how you feel about this roster down the line, and let me know how you guys feel about this new setup. And I can't wait for us to get this round table going. We should be live like 95 tonight. Me, Vance Lombardi, as well as I believe Okoye. He's going to be live with us. And we're going to start talking about some football and off-season talks. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you all are listening to nothing but the best. Salute. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. We're out. Let's go. Let's go. Mike VA, my Cowboys family, Cowboys abroad.